this video I'll show you how to make a capital letter Q. As always, we start with the initial loop, which goes counterclockwise, and we bring the wire in front of the horizontal section there, and we create that small circle, and from here we're going to make a capital letter O. It's the same maneuver that we make for both letters. So we grip the wire here with the wide part of the pliers, and we're going to make a freehand large circle here. Now this takes a bit of practice because it's quite hard to make the circle uniform. It's just a matter of practice. So we grip it at the bottom there, and now I've made almost a 3/4 large circle. Now we grip it at the top right of the circle, and we continue to bring the wire around in a full circle, and we bring it around in front of the structure, and just try and keep it as circular as possible until the wire faces up, probably around facing to about 2 o'clock on the clock face. But now we're going to grip that doubled up section at the base of the O there, and then bring the wire a bit further around, following the previous path that we made the first circle with. Now it's pointing up to almost vertically, not quite though. Now we grip the wire just a slight way up that right hand side of the circle there, and we bend the wire at an angle to the left, facing up to about 10 o'clock. And now we're going to grip the wire as shown, and then just make a forward bend as if we're going to make a forward crimp. Although we can't do it with the flat part of the pliers, we have to use the round part, which is a little difficult because it can slip. So you have to be really careful here that you don't damage the wire, and you'll have to start again if that happens. So there I've made a crimp so that now the wire is facing down to about 4 o'clock on the clock face, and now we're just going to make a backward crimp here, and we're going to make that the distance there the same as the distance of the previous bend to the left. So it's almost like a cross piece, and we can't crimp that wire because the other wire is in the way. So what we do now is we grip the wire, and then we make a semi loop clockwise. At the same time, we're trying to keep that wire hidden from view, where I'm gripping the wire now, behind the circle. So we bend the wire right down until it faces down about 4 o'clock. All the time I'm trying to keep it so that you can't see the wire behind, it's hidden behind that section of the round section. Now what normally follows the Q, of course, is the letter U. So here I'm just going to level with the bottom of the Q and the baseline. I'm just going to bend the wire around as if I'm going to make the U, but I won't actually make it. Okay, so that's the Q, and onto the U, which I won't make, like I said. So there it is, and this is the hardest letter to make of the capitals, so just keep practicing it, and then practice will make perfect. In this video I will show you how to make the lowercase letter Q. The cue starts off like the letter O, so we bend the wire up at an angle facing to about 1 o'clock, and we make the same motions as the letter O. So we grip the angle section there with sort of the mid section of the pliers, and bend the wire around clockwise until we have to change the grip, and then we continue with the circle here, and we take it in front of the structure and around. Now at this point we have to change the grip again, so we grip the doubled up section here, and the difference now is that we go all the way around, taking the wire down vertically here. So just make sure it's nice and vertical now, and that horizontal section there is the baseline. So the bottom of the cue, the tail of the cue is below the baseline, and probably about 5 or 6 millimeters down we make a counterclockwise semi-loop there, quite a narrow one, and then we just level with the baseline. We make a right angled bend here, which will complete the cue.